Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you a simple semi-automatic gold farm to place in the overworld. This is the fourth farm of 6. This farm uses a trident killer to get us the best loot and XP without the need for us to get tired arms from swinging swords. First off, we are using a trident killer in this build that isn't my design. It is designed by Silent Whisperer and I will put a link to his video in the description if you want to have a look. We are starting off with a look at this trident killer. There are 4 pistons that push the zombified piglins around against the trident we threw in the middle. Each time they hit the trident it does damage until they are dead. And as far as the game knows, this is our trident, so we killed with it and we will receive XP for the kills. You can use any trident you want, like the regular trident or an enchanted one, but the better the empaling enchantment, the faster the zombified piglins will die. Just make sure you don't use a trident with loyalty on it, as they will come back to you. And also, mending and unbreaking are not necessary, as the trident doesn't take any damage at all. Here with this farm I'm using a trident with only impaling 5 on it. So let's close this off and show you the rest of the farm. We've got 2 levers to control the farm. One is to turn the trident killer on and off. If we turn this on, you can see it running now. The other one is to turn the portal on and off. If we turn this on, you can see the portal start flashing and the zombified piglins start to spawn. They then fall down in the water of the transport, which takes them to the drop chute. They then fall down again, but now into the trident killer, and the trident killer smacks them around till they're dead. The water that flows out takes the loot and the XP towards the area where we normally stand. All the loot gets picked up by one of the 3 hoppers and transported to the chest. All the XP flows straight out over the chest, and when we stand in front of it, we pick it up. The trapdoor on the last hopper ensures that the loot doesn't flow further onto the chest, and also ensures that the XP flows over it towards us. If we hold a looting 3 sword while the trident killer runs, we get more loot from the kills. The game transferred the looting 3 onto the trident, so we get a better loot. The storage is a very simple system of 3 chests. From the upper chest the items will go into the other 2 lower chests until they are full, then the upper chest will fill up as well. We just need to manually empty the chest once in a while, or you can connect this up to your sorting system. Just make sure you keep the platform to stand on and the trapdoor, otherwise you lose items and XP. And to round up how the farm works, this farm gives us rotten flesh, gold nuggets, gold ingots and golden swords. The farm dimensions are 37 blocks high, 25 blocks wide and 13 blocks deep. All the materials we need are listed in the description below. I have separated the materials into the parts of the farm and made a total tally below that. Before we start building the farm, we need to find out on which side the zombified piglins will spawn. Depending on the direction of the portal, they will spawn 1 block east or south of the portal. And as we need to catch the mobs as they spawn at one of the portal sites, we need to know on which side the mob transport needs to be placed. For determining north, east, south or west, we can use this method. It's pretty simple and a cheap method to do. All the materials we need are a crafting table and a lever. It works like this. If we place a crafting table, then it always plays the same way. This means that this one tool, points to the east and to the west. The double tool will point to the north and to the south. Now, if we combine that with a lever, the lever will always start out in the east or the south position. That means that this now is the east, because we got one tool that goes to the east and to the west. This points to the east, so this is the east. Same we can do for the other side, because this is north and south. And if we place the lever, it faces south. So this is the south side, which makes this west and makes this north. And that is a quick and easy way of finding it out. So we now know the portal in this world stands from north to south. That means that the zombified piglins will spawn on the east side. That translates to the following. This is the portal from north to south. And this is the east right here, where the zombified piglins will spawn. So this is the place for the mob transport. Now we're going to start building and we need the middle of the farm. The farm itself is 25 blocks wide, so the 13th block is the middle. That is the diamond block here right in front of us. we're gonna start off with slabs. We're gonna go one block over to the left and gonna place a total of 5 blocks to the right, then one row behind that as well. So we got a patch of 5 by 2. Place one layer of solid blocks behind the patch and 2 blocks on the right as well. Here on the right we need to go 3 blocks up, so you get a total of 4 blocks. And we're gonna expand that by 2 here. There we're gonna place 2 levers with signs above the levers. On the left side we're gonna put the trident killer, and which is on and off. And on the right side we do that for the portal. So for these 3 we're gonna expand that to the back by 3. So we get this. Then on the side we're gonna place a double chest. On this side as well. Place a hopper into that chest and then a hopper in front of that into that chest. And on top of this we're gonna place another chest. Place 3 hoppers into your last chest and cover this off with glass. On the first hopper we need to place a trapdoor, which is the final piece for this part. Alright, on this patch we just placed, we're gonna extend this. We're going 1 block out and 1 block to the right, then 4 blocks to the left, so we got a total of 6 blocks. And then we need to go 5 blocks back, so we got again a total of 6 blocks. Place the other side till we've got a square. I'm gonna go 3 high with this in total. We need to close this layer here, but if we close this off, something can spawn here. So either fill in the bottom layers with solid blocks or place some lights down there. I'm going to fill this completely with blocks for now, but either will work. We have a solid area of 6 by 6. From the right corner, place 2 blocks to the left. Leave this empty, then place another 3 blocks. Do this to the back side. And then we're gonna fill this in, except for the 4 blocks here in the middle. Here we're gonna place 4 eyes. Place a water source here. This is the water that takes the loot to the storage. So from the water we're gonna go 1 block over, place 4 pistons in the corners, all facing inward. We can close it off, leave this one open for now, and do the outer edge as well. Place the stairs here, waterlock the stairs, and waterlock this piston. This way we always have flowing water on top of the ice. Now that we have this, we're gonna place the activation system for this. Okay, we're gonna start off on the right side. We place a repeater on 1 tick. Place an observer that looks at that repeater. Then a solid block. Then place a dropper. Doesn't matter which way it faces. Place an observer that observes that dropper. Place a solid block. Again a repeater. This one goes on 2 ticks. Then an observer. Place a solid block. A repeater on 2 ticks out of that solid block. Observer and a solid block. It is not moving at the moment, that is fine. We're gonna activate this later. Place the trapdoor underneath this observer. This will hold the water back and make sure no mobs can get out, but the loot and XP can get out. Right, cover the sides up with solid blocks. And we're gonna do the same on top. And all we need now is a trident in the middle. Again, for maximum effect, use an Impaling 5 enchantment on your trident, but you can also use a normal trident. Just smack it down in the middle and that will work like that. Before we get to the mob transport, we first need to make the drop chute. That's gonna be 4 blocks high. On the front side we place 4 high glass. On the sides we're gonna do 3 high glass, and on the back side again 4 high. For the mob transport system we're gonna place packed ice on both sides. We start on the left side. I'm gonna go 7 blocks out in total, including this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th we're gonna go 1 block up, remove this block. and then a total of 4 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place a second layer next to it. On this side we're going to do the same. On the 8th we're going to go 1 block up, remove this block. And then we need to go 3 blocks out instead of 4 on the other side. So this 1, 2 and 3. And then place another layer next to it. Now for the sides of this we have 2 options. Either we make it from glass like we did here. Or we make it from solid blocks but leave the top layer from glass. It doesn't matter, as long as the top layer is glass, then nothing can spawn on there, then you'll be alright. That are the 2 options we have. I'm gonna make it from glass. So just place the glass all around. And in the corners we need to make sure that it is 2 layers high, which makes it 3 layers high in the middle. Before we place the water we need to place 4 trapdoors. We're gonna place them on the side, on the top, and then close them. This stops the water from flowing down but lets the zombified piglins through. And lastly, to finish this, place water on all 4 corners. And that is the mob transport done. So we're gonna start by placing the bottom layer of the portal. On the left side skip this block. And then place 20 blocks obsidian to the right. And that leaves this block as well. On the back side, from the corner go 1 to the right, place a solid block down. Then place 7 blocks more to the right, make a total of 8. Then we're gonna leave this block open and then place 4 blocks to the left, which leaves 3 open as well here. From this block we're gonna go 2 blocks over, then place a solid block and go 3 blocks to the right, 1 back. Place a solid block here and then place 2 slabs on these as well. That is to prevent spawning. Now we need to make the redstone clock. Place 2 redstone dust to the left. Place a comparator, then a repeater. On the other side, comparator, repeater. And all we need to do now to activate this clock is to place a redstone torch here. That will start the clock up. On the left side of this block, place redstone dust. Then place an observer facing that redstone dust. So it goes into this block. On top of that block, we're gonna place a dispenser. Place a water bucket inside of that. The dispenser will start going on and off. We're gonna leave that running for now. Including this block, we need to go 23 blocks up with obsidian. And then we need to go across. And up from the bottom as well, so we can connect them up. You now should have a portal of 23 by 23 with the system already running. The reason why we use such a big portal is to generate more zombified piglins. The smaller the portal, the smaller the chance of them spawning. So that is why we make such a massive portal. The portal activation system can be on the left or the right side of the portal. It doesn't matter which side, that is up to you. For this tutorial I am placing it on the right side of the portal. From the corner we're going 1 block down and then place 2 blocks. Place 7 blocks in front of the portal. Place 1 block up at the end. Leave this block empty for now and start on the second by placing 5 observers facing out. Close the side off with blocks. Place another observer against the rest so we have made a clock. These 5 are going to be trapdoors, the rest we're going to close with solid blocks. Place the 5 trapdoors. It doesn't matter if they are up or down, both will work. Then place slabs on top of the trapdoors for the system to work. Cover the rest of the blocks with slabs to prevent spawning. All we need now is to place the lava and the portal should start updating itself. Alright, so the last thing we need to do is to connect the controls up to the dispenser right here and the clock up there. We're going to start by placing both levers in the off position, then go to the back. Place 2 redstone torches next to each other at the height of your levers. We're going to start with this one, place a solid block on top of the redstone torch, and then on the side of that block we're going to place another redstone torch. Place a solid block on top of that, Then place another solid block one up and against the Trident Killer. Place redstone dust on these two blocks. We now have connected the Trident Killer, and because the lever is in the off state, it should do one more round and then turn off. For the portal controls we're going straight up. Place a solid block, a redstone torch, another solid block, a redstone torch and finally a solid block. Place two solid blocks towards the wall to connect them with each other. Then place redstone dust till the end, but leave the last block free. Place a solid block on the last spot and place a redstone torch on top. Place another two solid blocks with redstone torches on top to get to the clock. Once you connected the two, the clock should stop running and the portal should stop flashing as well. So let's test both systems. Turn the portal on and see if it starts flashing. And then turn the Trident Killer on to see if that works as well. Because we had the portal on while building, we now have loads of zombified piglins in the kill room. Therefore you should see the loot and XP flow out at the Trident Killer. And that is the simple semi-automatic gold farm. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel for more videos to come. Have a great day and see you next time. Bye bye.